Where do you stand on Puerto Rico bailout bill? I want to be very clear. We are entirely opposed to any bailout of Puerto Rico. Look, it's amazing. Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States. They don't pay federal income taxes. We pay federal income taxes. James, to have the 50 states bail out a territory because of bad financial decisions of that territory, not just in the last year, 2 years, it's been happening for several years. There have been several warnings, there have been several urgings by the U.S. government and others for them to correct their spending problems, and it hasn't happened. As a matter of fact, the legislature there and the governor there recently passed and signed a bill that says effectively that they don't even have to pay their debts anymore. It's just crazy. So what the legislation does that's been talked about is the legislation it's by Congressman Sean Duffy, and what it does is it effectively establishes sort of like a control board. This was done for Washington, D.C. Years ago, and the control board sort of serves as sort of an enforcement arm to make sure that the government of Puerto Rico is making the right fiscal reforms, that they're not putting that country on a trajectory to where we're going to have to bail them out financially. So I want to be very clear, James, again, fundamentally opposed to bailing out Puerto Rico with taxpayer funds to pay their debts. Totally opposed to that, do not support it, and that's why now we're trying to do fiscal reforms that are going to put them on a path to be able to pay back their debts and be able to kind of incentivize their economy, get their economy going again to where they can pull themselves out of this hole they put themselves in. So I'm going to say it for a third time. No taxpayer funds. I don't support a bailout. The bill that's being talked about right now that we're still going through would simply provide for some type of a control board and some type of bankruptcy type scenario where there could be negotiations with the creditors to resolve the outstanding debt. So I hope that was responsive to your question, James. If not, just hit us back in the comments section, and I'll get on there as quick as we can.